Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking this out. I hope the glare isn't too bad. Filming this here from my new patio, which if you guys haven't seen the Instagram, you might have seen. Took me all summer, but it is built. So we have the new patio here, and it's been nice. It's been nice. Been spending a few afternoons here, kind of relaxing, getting some reading done out here. So super cool. It's end of the summer. I got to get as much use out of this as I can. So, anyways, this is the end of the quarter. This is what I'm calling kind of the end of the summer at this point. I know Labor Day is a couple days away, but we're making this now. I'm gonna do kind of a reflection upon how the summer went, and we'll kind of look forward to what's gonna be happening here in the fall. Um, Summer went well. The summer overall, I think, did go well. Remember, it was the summer of self-publishing. It was the summer where I was to get that book done. And a lot of delays. I started back in May. There was a ton of delays just with getting the book on time back from my editor. It took longer than I thought. A lot of the preliminary stuff that I was doing didn't take nearly as long. And then once we got everything done relatively quickly. And by I think August, we were done with a lot of it. Right. Unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, kind of like I said on my video earlier this month, as much as I was looking forward to kind of getting this thing done in August and getting this book done and wrapped up, unfortunately, we have a situation on our hands. Right now, my other second novel that I wrote is in the middle of a contest. It's a kind of new author contest, so I can't have anything technically published to be part of the contest. What that means is until I find out if I've won or not, I need to not basically self-publish a story. I'll know more about where I ended up with that contest next month. So in September, I will know. I'll basically know if I made the cutoff here. Right? There's going to be a couple winners, not just one. There's actually a couple winners. So I'll find if I'm one of the few. Uh, Assuming that I don't get it, we'll still go forward with the self-publishing process, and the story will be out in November. So everything is more or less on track with that. I just need to find out. If I am one of the winners of the contest, well, that'll be a whole different thing. We'll have more of a discussion on that another time. I still tend to play the odds and just assume that it's not going to happen, but we'll find out. Um, I think overall for the summer, the big takeaway, honestly, was that the self-publishing process is not as long or as arduous as I thought it was going to be. I think I made a much bigger thing out of it because it was so new, because I was going into it blind. But in reality, so much of it would have taken me, did not take nearly as long. I think I probably could have gotten this done in 4 or 6 weeks. You know what I mean? It's a lot of busy work, but it's not that time consuming if you just kind of sit down and get it done. I think I had both books formatted for both paperback and ebook. I think it took me a combined total of like 2 days of like being shut in and getting it done. Um, and the other things, the busy work, right? The actual editing process that took a little bit of time to approve edits and all that stuff. It took a little bit of time to make some changes. Took a little bit of time to get some of the preliminary stuff out of the way for sure, but it just did not take nearly as long. I'll keep that in mind in case I go that route again after this book's done. But yeah, I budgeted way too much time to this project that was not needed. And so what we got, I think, was kind of a more laid back summer where I was doing that. And in addition, all I ended up really doing besides that was I got one short story edited and sent off right at the I think that was right at the start of it. And then I wrote two first drafts for a short story, and now I'm in the process of editing one of those short stories. So it wasn't a ton for 4 months of work. It honestly was not all that much. Um, Going in now to the fall, though, it's the uncertainty which is the problem. I you know I The plan is going to be to get a couple more short stories written and complete for the end of the year, and with that, getting something done with the book. Whether I get the contest and we work on that novel, and that novel goes through the whole process, or if I most likely don't win it, then we start self-publishing the other one. that'll be the rest of the fall. So it's kind of just a continuation of what we've been doing this summer. It's not that glamorous, not that much work, to be honest. I don't think either. Just because in this state of like chaos, it's the state of chaos, state of confusion, where you don't know what you're going to be doing next. I don't like to take on a ton of extra projects to keep me occupied. I like to just take kind of smaller ones on, do those one at a time, and then when I get the news about one or the other, I can jump fully into the other larger project, which will be finding out what we're going to be doing with these novels here. I could do a bunch of busy work. I could do a ton of extra work here, but ultimately I'm going to probably have to set it aside anyways. And so I'd rather take on just these kind of small incremental projects for the time being until I get some clarity on what's going to be happening with everything else. So yeah, that's where we ended up. That's kind of the big take of the summer. It wasn't a whole lot. We were productive. We stayed busy, but it was not killing ourselves. And yeah, I think next time if I go through this process, I'm going to be making my windows, my deadlines, much tighter and much more highly focused than giving myself 4 months to just get this thing done. Um, if you've seen this channel, if you follow me along, I tend to do very well with short deadlines. 4 or 6 week things of getting stuff done. I think next time I'll probably do that. Say in the future I get another short story or another novel that's completed, I'd probably wait. If I was going to self-publish, I'd probably wait till I get the final copy, edit it. Once the edits are done, I'd probably give myself maybe 2 weeks to get it, formatted, done, get the stuff like the ISBNs, the book cover, and all that stuff, and then maybe push forward. I know that's probably way too fast of a window, but you get my mentality here. Just gave myself way too much time to do this stuff, and it was just not necessary, and just ended up wasting a lot of it. So yeah, no regrets, no regrets. I don't mind kind of a laid back few months to kind of leisurely get things done, but I'm itching to get some massive work done here once I know what direction we're heading in. So that'll be that. So this September, it's going to be just short stories, getting those things, and then figuring something out with the novels that I'm working on once I hear back on where everything is at. Yeah. So if you stay to the end, thank you so much. I know this was a bit of a weird video. I know probably heard noise from everybody outside here, but yeah, that's where we're at with the project, and we're going to continue.